Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Colorado State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Washington State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rams are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Rams come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big game.
Washington State has it all working right now. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Made a defender miss. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Jukes his way for more.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Finds his man. It's Winfield.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. That's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Rams line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has forced a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on third and goal? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right.
Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This time it's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Meredith. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Makes one man miss. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. On the run, it's Marshall. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Rams with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Sonny Lubick Field.
The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31. On the ground, it's Dupree. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 3.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here's the handoff. Inside the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. He's got it on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got the tight end outside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They want to throw it. Under fire. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Strong, firm tackle. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. Hold and fire complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Rams come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rams line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Keeps it on the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Rams are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Rams didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 39 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Third down coming.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Colorado State! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Makes the catch. It's Ellison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
At the 33. And first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Meredith.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Give to the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on!
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rides to back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. At the 45, on his way. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Rams, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.